So growing up, my parents had always told me that I always needed to pray for the girl who, I was going to marry one day. And, being as young as I was, I'd always gone through and I would always just pray that God would always watch over her and keep her safe. And that I was just waiting, ready, willing, and waiting. So, growing up, I've always had a lot of issues. I've always had a lot of heartaches and hardships. And, sometimes I'd always question what God had in plan. But the thing is that God had always just been preparing me and getting me ready for you. I was ready to give up, and I was ready to just give up on life. I was just ready to give up on love. And I got to a place where I just was not happy whatsoever. And honestly, that's whenever I found you. At a time and at a place where I was least expecting it. In summer of 2017, it was a very funny story, but a simple text message, went over to us, the simple text message turned into a phone call turned into webcamming, and, it was very, very hectic. We've had a lot of good times and a lot of really small times, and it really made me appreciate all the little friendships that we had and how we developed was just so authentic. After a period of heartache, that's whenever I realized that I really, really, absolutely needed you, that I couldn't just do this without you. I decided that I was going to come visit you. I visited you once, second time, third, and a fourth time. And, as my belly grew, as my love for you grew, so did my belly. But that first time when I came and visited you, there was somebody who I just absolutely had to meet. And when I came and I met that person, I promised him that I would take care of you the best that I can, that I would love you to the best of my ability, and that I would constantly just try to take care of you the best that I could. And, from that day on, I had always intended to keep that. And so we'd always joke about meeting earlier. We'd always joke about, how there were so many circumstances that, could have led us to meet each other earlier. But the thing was that, I've come to recognize that everything was done in God's time. That I wasn't ready to meet you, and that I wasn't ready to just be the man who you needed to be. God was always building me up. He was building my character, and that he was molding and shaping me into the man who I needed and had to be. And so, whenever we finally met, God had intended for the both of us to be wholly and solely built on him. That we were two individual people who were founded in Christ, and that whenever we were getting together, or whenever we finally would get together, that we were two independent people becoming one. And so, yeng, you are strong. The way that you have been through so many struggles has just really built up who you are. Yeng, you are compassionate. What you have been through has built so much love, for so much of your love to show to the other people. Yeng, you're so faithful. Everything that you've been through, you have always constantly put that up to God. Yeng, you are also just so tall. God has made you into a tall person, into somebody who I greatly admire, somebody who has always faced forward and never gave up, someone who's always just shrugged along, and no matter what issues you were facing, you would always just put it up to God. So, Yeng, I've always thought long and hard about us. And I've come to the conclusion, I've come to the understanding that I just would not want to do this without you. And that this is a journey that I want to go forward with you. And, I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what God has in plan, what God has stored for us, and just everything that He has, everything that He wants us to achieve. I really can't see myself walking this journey without you. And so, really, there's only one last thing left to do.
I searched forever through the blue. I spent the hours of my youth, and just when I thought I was through, I found you. I searched forever through the blue. I spent the hours of my youth, and just when I thought I was through,